If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Hey, y'all. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Monday. It's Monday, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it this Monday. How are y'all doing? How is everyone doing? I hope everyone that's joining in. I'm waiting as some of you are coming in, so we'll chit chat a little bit while we wait for everyone to come in. Yeah, it's Monday, and I just got back from a little trip. Some of you, if you watch my community wall, then you saw that there was no live on Thursday or Friday because I went out of town. We had birthdays and stuff, so we'll get into all of that. But anyway, if you're peeking in, if you're new to my channel, I'm Melissa Berrien. If you're catching the replay, I am Melissa. Very nice to see you guys on my channel. If you like what you see, just like I said on my channel, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come back. Now, I got to be honest with y'all. I have an agenda, but I don't know how much of that y'all want to talk about. I feel like it's just so much going on. I want to make sure that y'all okay. So if there's something that you guys want to talk about today, leave a comment down below if you want to get it off. I know I'll let you know what my agenda is in a minute once I get all my hellos and heys out the way. But yeah, welcome to my channel. It's good to see familiar names on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link just in case somebody wants to be brave to join in. I did a couple of weeks ago. I had Valerie come on, and then I had, who else came on? It was one more person. Was it Superstar? No, it wasn't Superstar. Was it you? Oh, geez, I can't remember. Oh, Lakeisha. She came on. So don't be shy, y'all. We just come on and one person showed their face, one person didn't show their face. But we just come on and you can share, talk about the conversation, whatever. But y'all, it's Monday. Okay, yeah, so it was Superstar. Y'all, it is Monday. How was y'all Monday? Mine was quick, like 4 o'clock came quick. I was just chilling, watching TV. Yes, okay. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. So, if you want to join in live, leave the link is right up there. And I'll let you know what we're going to talk about. But first, y'all know what we got to do. I got to get my hellos out the way. If you're peeking in, don't be shy. Drop a hello, drop a hi. If there's something that you absolutely want to discuss today, you're like, no, we have to talk about it. Leave a comment and we'll talk about it. It's probably already on my list, but we'll see. Today, we're not going to do the... Let me get the hellos out first. So Valerie says, hey, Melissa. Hey, Valerie. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by again. Thank you guys for your support. Marie Gary says, hello, Melissa. Hello, everyone. Hey, Marie. Good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend. I sure did. Butter said, hello, lady. How are you? Good to see you. Superstar. Hello, everyone. Ruby King says, hello, sisters. Hey, Mod Extraordinaire. Just me. Hey. April, Monica, hello. Oh, it's all these names in my friends. Sunshine Shishi, hey. Pam, hey, girl. Blessed, hello. April, hello. So, y'all, the business out the way before we jump into our topics. 2 things. If there's something that you absolutely want to talk about and you're not sure if I have it on my agenda, drop it down below and we can get into that. Second of all, if you have not already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, but not only just subscribe. If you're on Facebook, like, share the video. If you're on Twitch, same thing, y'all. Hey, I'm the baby on the street. So hello. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we do on this channel. So anyway, y'all. So I told you guys, I kind of hinted to it on Tuesday that I might be going out of town on Thursday because let's see, my oldest son's birthday was on the 25th. I was going to tell you the day with Thursday. It was on Wednesday. My husband's birthday was on Sunday. My youngest son's birthday is coming up next week. And then prior to that, we had birthday on the 23rd. We had a birthday in July. So we have a house full of birthdays, a family full of birthdays, August, September timeframe. So we took the time out to go to our second home in California and spend time there. And yeah, so we just had a really good time. And of course, we went to go visit the mouse and had fun with that. If those of you that don't know, like, we're big Disney people. I am, and my husband likes Disney too. And it was great. There was a lot of changes for the good. It was not packed at all. So we were able to ride everything that we wanted to ride all the days that we were there. So it was a great weekend. We got back. And what did we do? We went and got some steaks and broccoli and all this other stuff. And then we had a good dinner last night and just chilled or whatever. So, and then now we're here. Now I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. But I'm not really tired. But because once I hit play, I'm on like 1,000. So anyway, California was good. Birthdays were good. We still have birthday this Thursday. So yeah, it's crazy around here in that regard, but it's a good crazy. It's a very good crazy. So hopefully you guys had a good time. Hopefully you guys had time to catch up on all the conversations that we've had, on the videos that we had. I've retitled a few of them because I just want to kind of get some traffic to a few of them. So yeah, a lot of them you might have already seen, but go back and check just to make sure that you've all caught up. Sometime this week, I want to finish the conversation about the modern woman and just that whole conversation. My bottom line is what it is. And then I want to talk about these men. And then I kind of want to give you single ladies an opportunity to get it off your chest about this dating. Because it sounds scary out there. I'm not going to lie. Like the stories that I hear talking to you guys, hearing your comments, I want to give y'all a platform for that, to just really get that out. Because as a married person, it's very easy for me to everything to be about marriage. But yeah. And so I think it was Blessed who suggested the topic. So after we talk about the dating and all of that, then we're going to talk about, I'm going to come back and talk about how do you know that he's the one and all this other stuff. I'm trying to figure out if I want it to just be me talking about it, Mr. Me and Mr. B talking about it, or me, Mr. B, and other people, other couples with different perspectives, because that's fun too. So I'll let you know. But today we're just going to, just talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Leave a comment down below. Like I said, if you're not sure if what I'm going to talk about is on your agenda today, where you need to get it out and talk about it for sure. Happy birthday to the family. Thank you, Shishi. Bless. Awesome. Yeah. So we're going to talk about it today. Like I said, so let me tell you what my agenda is, what I feel like I'm going to talk about, what I think I'm going to talk about. And then you guys drop a comment below. Let me know what it is that you guys have on your mind. There's a lot going on. Some of you are in the path of the hurricanes. Some of you have family in the path of the hurricane. Some of you are dealing with loved ones with COVID. Whatever. So there's just a lot going on. So the first thing is obviously the Louisiana. Pray for Louisiana, pray for Mississippi. I did see a post where somebody was like, it's always pray for Louisiana, but Mississippi is getting it also. That whole area, including into Florida, is really getting plummeted. And of course, it's the next day. There's absolutely no electricity. The levees weren't breached, but one of them fell into the one of the rivers. I want to say the Pontchartrain, but I don't know specifically. But yeah, Louisiana, man. 16 years on the heels of Katrina. I was going to say Andrew because that was the last hurricane I lived through. My hurricane story is I actually had my oldest son, the one who just had the birthday, through Hurricane Andrew. And I was 9 months pregnant. And so at the time, they told everyone, if you're 9 months pregnant, you have to go to a hospital. If you're X amount of pregnant, whatever, third trimester, because unbeknownst to most people, if the barometric pressure goes to a certain point because of the storm and the storm surge and all this other stuff, you could actually go into labor. So even in that storm, we saw where graves were lifted. And I think Katrina was like that too, where caskets were lifted out off the ground and stuff like that. So it can be, storms can be pretty serious. Being a Florida girl, I've lived through many storms, but Andrew was my last hurricane, and that was in 92. And I went to the hospital. Lo and behold, of course, you're gonna go into labor. I went into labor, had him that night during the hurricane, and he's healthy. He was healthy, and everything was wonderful. But yeah, that's my last hurricane story. But that being said, there was such catastrophic destruction during as a result of Andrew. So I understand what the people dealing with Ida's dealing with, the people of Katrina. And here's the thing: can you even imagine the people that decided to stay and rebuild? The PTSD, the memories, the triggering that is possibly happening, because they're saying Ida was probably worse. Ida was worse than Katrina. So leave a comment down below. Where were you during Katrina? Do you have family that are affected by the storm? Are they, I know my cousin, she went to school in Baton Rouge, and so she still has roots, and people knows people there, whatever, and they're displaced. They're displaced at the moment. A lot of people went to Houston. A lot of people go to Texas. A lot of people travel really far if they're able to have the means. But one thing that I found online to be disturbing is how people would kind of just victim blame the people that didn't have the means to evacuate. It's so easy for people who have the means to say, you know what, you should have just did this, you should have did that. It's very easy to say, but there are people that don't have the financial resources. Some people may not have the cars or whatever to just up and leave. So they are there. And I know on Saturday, there were people calling in trying to, as always, as every hurricane, when they don't evacuate, then they get to call in and saying, hey, can you rescue us? But unfortunately, it's risky for the police officers and the rescue people to go on a mission to kind of save you. It's risky for them. So they got to bite it out. So I have not tuned into any of the recovery Ida anything today, because I will be glued to it. So I didn't look at it today. So leave a comment down below if you have watched it. What is the destruction? What are they talking about? Like, what was the result of all of this? Let me know. But in the meantime, regardless of where you live, whether you've experienced a hurricane or not, trust me, it's probably because it's something that I'm used to. It's probably the least worrisome storm type situation that I'm afraid of. So I've lived in Tornado Alley. Didn't like that. Did not like living in tornado situations. Nope. And thankfully here in Arizona, we don't get any of it. But yeah. So leave a comment. Let me know where y'all at, how you connected to it. But ultimately, make sure that you guys are praying for Louisiana. Make sure you're praying for Mississippi and the like. So that's that. The other thing, if I don't know if you guys saw a post that I posted, but other people are posted and reported also. But it appears as if, and it's being reported, and NeNe was videotaped saying that Greg is not doing well. Now, Greg is one of, let me see if I can put me and them on there. Nope, of course not. Greg is, because I'm not going to speak about him in the past tense. We're going to continue to hope and pray for healing and everything else. But Greg, as far, I'm going to say was, because they were on the Housewives. He was one of my favorite husbands. Greg was so chill. He was the mediator in that situation. Any situation that NeNe found herself in, all the women, he just was like, y'all, can we just have a good time? Can we just chill? That type of thing. And so it's very disheartening to hear that Greg's cancer came back, which NeNe said that a while ago. He said that a while ago. But the backstory is this. NeNe is filmed. If you haven't seen it already, NeNe is on film. Somebody was recording her when she was at her Lanithia lounge in Atlanta. So NeNe went and checked on it, the other night. She went and checked on the lounge. And I don't know if you follow her or follow the lounge, but I'm telling you, it looks like someplace I want to go. It definitely does. But anyway, she went and checked on the lounge, and fans swarmed her as usual, probably used to doing it or whatever. And she was like, not now, not today. Like, I can't do it right now. I'm just here to check on my restaurant, and then I'm out, or the lounge, and then I'm out. Well, then they started saying, oh, you so rude. You're this, and that, and the other, and all this other stuff. You need to take our birthday shout outs or whatever. So allegedly, this is what these people were saying to NeNe. And then NeNe took the mic from the DJ and was like, listen, let's have a moment for a second. Here's the thing. I came just to check on the lounge. There's my son right there. We're here, and I don't have time to do autographs or birthday shout outs or anything. I'm going through something. This is NeNe talking. And NeNe's like, my husband is literally transitioning right now at home. And she goes through the whole thing about, mind what you say about people. People are going through stuff. You never know what people are going through. So just be kind. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. It was frozen. I don't know why it was frozen. Yes, sorry. It is what it is. It might be on my end. It might be YouTube. I don't know. But anyway, hey, KT, good to see you. Let's take a cute little commercial break before we finish the conversation about Mr. Greg. Where is? If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell right now. Do it. All right, so right now, do it. So if you're watching on all the platforms, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. That's the main channel that I'm always on, but the other ones are being built up as well. So anyway, y'all, so they were giving NeNe a hard time, and she took the mic and was like, look, you never know what people are going through, like stay off my back, that whole thing. So that's one part of the thing. Then I read the comments, and most people were really, really shocked to find out about Greg. But also, let's talk about this. There was a comment, several comments, where people were like, why was she even at the lounge? If her husband's on his deathbed, why was she at the lounge? What was she doing there? He must have been not so bad off if she was at the lounge. Do you guys agree with these comments? Do you agree with the sentiments of, that's weird, or maybe however they were saying it, weird, irresponsible, uncaring? These are what they were trying to say. She was. So y'all tell me if you think it comes across like that, where if she's saying her husband is home dying, she is in NeNe. She's saying her husband is home dying, and she's at the lounge checking on the lounge. How do you guys, did you see the video? First, let's talk about that. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, KT, and hey, Lakeisha. We are just talking about general stuff. We're kind of parked on NeNe Leakes and Greg Leakes. The beloved Greg. I'm not going to speak of him in the past tense because NeNe hasn't posted anything as far as him actually passing away, and I don't want to put that out there like that. So, but she did say that he was transitioning, and that's what we're talking about. When she said this, she was being recorded at a restaurant, and at her restaurant, and she was just kind of telling people, give her a break. She doesn't want to do the fan thing because she's just here to check on the restaurant, and then she's gonna go back to Greg. So yeah, let's talk about it. She said before that Greg told her to keep going. I believe that about Greg. As a matter of fact, if you go to his page, that's pretty much, I mean, he is her number one fan, as he should be. And I'm team, you never know what you would do unless you were in her shoes or unless you were hurt. Because being in someone's shoes really doesn't mean anything. The truth of the matter is you're not that person. Everyone deals with everything differently. He might have been conscious enough for her for him to say, go check, I'll be back, or whatever. She may not want to see him that way. She might have wanted to take the son away, for a break or whatever. So yeah, why do we as people have to always read extra into things all the time? Listen, it's human nature, because here's the flip side of that, Marie. Someone else in the comment section said, well, why was the person recording her? Because when I forgot, it might have been the Shade Room that posted the video, and the girl who recorded her said, I love NeNe and all this other stuff, and I understand. And so there was a comment under that saying, you must not understand because you were busy recording her, trying to make her look bad or whatever. So, to answer your question, Marie, it's human nature. It is what it is. That's how come YouTube is so profitable. That's how come, social media is so popular. We're just consumers of things, but also as we consume things, we develop an opinion about it. And unfortunately, it's not always the right thing, or it's not always the right thing, or it might not be what's the truth, but it's just human nature, man. She wasn't being weird. I didn't see the video, but I did see the post on the situation. She still has to take care of business and she needs a break from all the stress. People are so heartless. No, I didn't think she felt weird, but I think that was the sentiment that when you read the comments, people are like, whoa, this is weird. Why are you here? That type of thing. One thing I know, it is hard. And I know some of you know, it is hard caring for a loved one, let alone your spouse of, gosh, they've got to be married over 30 years. If not, they've been married for a minute, especially if you add the first and the second time being married. So I understand. And I give anyone that is grieving the room to do that how they feel that they need to do it. None of my business, because here's the thing. I don't know how it is, other than the fact that I do know caring for someone 24 hours around the clock, you need a break. You need a brain break. You need a respite break. You need a break to go take a shower. You need a break to go check on your business. You need a break. We don't know. We don't know why she stopped there. She could have had a whole brand new staff and wanted to make sure that they were comfortable, that they were running the business. Because unfortunately, one thing about death is, even though it happens, life still goes on. And I know NeNe understands that, and I know Greg understands that. And the thing is, I know NeNe has said on so many times that she loves that man, and I don't think it was anything had to do with her just not wanting to be there for him. Transitioning could mean 6 months. It doesn't mean he is dying right now. I understand that, but if you listen to the video, the way she stressed it was intimate, like in the near future. That's what I took from it. Leave a comment down below if you felt like she meant it did not come across like, oh, in a couple of months. She said actively as I speak right now. That's what she said. But like you said, it could be interpretation. She could mean that that's the process, and we know, he's not going to be here in 6 months, whatever. You're absolutely right on that. The other part is when she went home. So by the time the article posted, let me see if I can find it. She posted something that gave the next day. That gave why is she calling me? That gave people, like, they thought he had passed away. And what she posted, hold on, because my children will keep calling me back. So let me turn on I had on do not disturb, but I allowed calls from my children. No one. Let's put it on no one. But she posted on Instagram the word broken with prayer and a broken heart. So that can mean anything. And she never came back, or as when I last checked, she didn't come back to explain it. So then the speculation yesterday was, oh my goodness, he's gone or whatever. So we don't know, but I'm not going to crucify NeNe for taking care of business for whatever that means, because she could have been there for financial business, making sure that the lounge was okay, or she could have literally been there for just for mental purposes. That's hard. I cannot and will not judge her on that. That's her husband. Like, maybe she just maybe she just needed a breath of fresh air. Exactly, sunshine. And being a celebrity, everything her every move is recorded and judged and looked at and analyzed, and they want to see what's going on. And I think a lot of people, that the fans, we knew that the cancer had came back. They had announced that, but I don't think most people didn't know that he was in dire straits. So yeah, maybe she just needed a breath of fresh air. We just never know. So Monica says, I believe that it's just simply she went for a second to check it on it. Yes, it returned right back. I don't think she was wrong. It was probably devastating for her. Absolutely, Monica. That's the way I feel. Like I said, the comment section really can be cruel. The comment section can really be cruel. There's just no other way to say it. I understand giving your opinion. There's a way to give your opinion without, but I just feel like when it comes to death, children, certain things like that, I don't have nothing to say, but God bless you. And I hope, you make it through this, with peace and love and everything else. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, Monica. Bless said, honestly, she doesn't have to answer to anyone about her answer. Absolutely. I agree 100%. And you know what? That's something we could talk about one day. We did talk about this, but we're talking about somebody else, but we could talk about this. Do people have to explain? I don't think so. The problem is when you begin to explain, that's when you're putting people in your business. So, I'm team none of your business. I tell you what I want you to know, and that's it. So it's the same thing with NeNe. I think she just, the fans caught her in a raw moment, and she probably was like, you know what, emotions on a high, and was like, you know what, let me deal with this right now before this situation takes wings. And everybody want to say, because that's the narrative also, where, NeNe's rude, she's this, she's that. And I personally, I like NeNe. So she, like you said, she don't have to explain anything, but I think it just fed into the narrative that she just probably was, wanted to just nip it in the bud. Like, no. Agree, Blessed Reborn. No one knows the day or the hour. She can't just sit there 24/7. Nope, she cannot. And you know what? Even because there are some people, especially in the final hours, they will sit there 24/7. But if she decided to go home, change her clothes, check on the thing, like that could, like Monica said, stopping at the restaurant for whatever reason could have been the stop on her way back to the hospital. It could have been the stop after leaving the hospital or wherever he's at. So again, it's just a lot of speculation that is not warranted. She's going through enough. I took it as doctors have said there's nothing else they could do for him. Okay. Yep. Agreed, K-Tam. Death is hard, period. Having to deal with it alone, being your spot. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Sunshine. Like, period. So no one's, like I said, the comment section, it was all over the place. And thankfully, most people offered support. Most people were giving her support and saying, wow, we didn't know this and that and whatever. So I completely get it. It was great. It was great, other than no sarcastic comments and just really being rude. Okay. I totally understand how she initially reacted. I'm going through something similar. Nobody is dying, but I care for my father, and it takes a toll on me. Outside folks say I have an attitude. Okay, Bless. So you understand. Exactly. So it's hard. It's hard. And that's part of the conversation that we had. Now's a good time to plug my video about caring for your loved ones, becoming a caregiver. It's hard. And no amount of respite and anything else that we advised still doesn't take away the stress. It just minimizes it in different ways. So I can't tell NeNe, you need to be by Greg's side. First of all, we don't know where Greg is at. We don't know what condition Greg is in. We don't know anything. Like I think K-Tay and I think Sunshine said, it could be in April, I think she said, it could be that she's dealing with knowing that he won't be here 6 months from now, according to the prognosis. So it could just be anything. Like, no, caretaking is hard. And so if you haven't already, make sure you check out my video on caretaking. We talked about this. And we also talked about just exactly what NeNe is going through, where people just kind of misinterpret attitudes. And she literally could just been tired. It might have been at her wit's end. We don't know. And the truth of the matter is she doesn't owe us an explanation. Sunshine says to Bless Reborn, God bless you. And they also say I'm moody. Sometimes a mental break is needed. Absolutely. So again, not to beat a dead horse. If you have not watched that video, especially if you are a caretaker or you're someone that take care of, and I even said it, like, even if you watch your own children can put you in a mood and you're tired and all this other stuff. So make sure you check out that video. Bless Monica says, I understand, hun. I was a personal caregiver for years. You have to take mental break at times or just some air before the caregiver burnout. My heart goes out to you. Absolutely. Heart goes out to her as well as NeNe. Like, you just can't judge that. You shouldn't. I can't tell nobody what they can't do. I wouldn't judge it. Marie says, Bless, I'm right here with you. I take care of my father outside, never knows. Also, outside never knows what is going on. Care appointments just to care. Exactly. She said that he could literally be gone within the next few days. Yeah, I saw the video. I literally saw the video. She wasn't speaking like Greg is sick. We just found out it's got worse. And, he's got the next 6 months. The way she was talking and the wording and the verbiage that she was using, it's dire. We believe God. We can pray over Greg and believe God with NeNe. But I'm telling you, the sentiment that she was speaking in. So that's replying and agreeing with Sunshine Shishi. Bless says, folks will make up a whole false story about me off of that one moment of seeing me go through something. My prayers to NeNe Leakes. Oh, so you understand exactly what NeNe is talking about and what NeNe is going through. And that's what I believe. I believe it was, this is what I believe. I believe it was the tip of the iceberg. People probably have been telling her you're rude, this, that, and the other, just from her. I mean, hell, just from her being on the show, everybody, NeNe's rude. She's this, she's that. So couple that with hearing that as a result of going through what she's going through. Absolutely. They're going to make up a story. Oh, I went to the Lanithia Lounge and she walked right past me and she wouldn't do my birthday shout out and she wouldn't talk to me and she wouldn't this. And I don't blame her for defending herself. Bless says, thanks everyone. I appreciate you all. Yes, absolutely. So y'all, so that's that on that. It just was giving me, when I saw the video, I jumped immediately to, oh my goodness, that's hard. I understand why she doesn't want to do birthday shot. Like, I understood what she was going through. And then I went down through the comments and I'm telling you, I've stopped looking at the comments, going through the last election cycle, because them comments are crazy, but something happened and made me go look at them. I also take care of my grandma, 91 years old, and it does take a toll on you. They're giving her only a short period to live. I will pray for you. God bless you, Pam. Sometimes it's, oh, absolutely, Sunshine. Sometimes it's misdirect anger. That was the moment where the straw that broke the camel's back. It might have been, it could have been very much stress release on NeNe. She probably have had enough, all of that. But it's something that you just understand. You just understand it. Let's just say Greg wasn't sick and she was going to check on the lounge and she didn't feel like giving a shout out or a birthday shout out. Drop me a shoe if you feel like that's her prerogative. You wouldn't just automatically assume she's being rude. That she doesn't have to do that as the bar owner every time. Leave a shoe, drop a shoe, and let me know if you agree. Agree with me. Regardless of the situation with Greg, she shouldn't have to. She's there as a business owner. She's busy. She's got other things. She might not want to do shout outs that day. Let me know if you agree. And while y'all dropping, I don't got exactly. Thank you. I got one pair of shoes. Let's see. Let me see if I can find her. See if we have an update. Yeah, just the last thing with the broken. Yeah. So this was the last thing I was telling you guys. She posted. There we go. Anyway, y'all got the ring light and everything. But anyway, that was the last thing that she posted. So that's the thing. Like, whether Greg is sick, transitioning, or whatever, as a celebrity, you know, I'm looking at the shoes. I'm seeing that we agree. They don't have to take pictures. They don't have to shout out your birthday. They don't have to do any of those things. I mean, it's a blessing for her to be at the lounge just about every night. From what I see, NeNe holds that lounge down, as she should, if that's what she wants to do. But how many other places, how many clubs do you see the owner that is that engaged? That is very rare. So no, I agree 100%. She does not have to go around giving shout outs and birthday shout outs and all this other stuff. Nope. Thanks for the shoes, in agreement. And if you think that she should give the shout outs and everything else, go ahead and give a thumbs down. That is absolutely okay. We don't have to agree. We all, you know, think differently. But I thought that was very interesting, not only just to have the conversation about Greg, but also to talk about the comment section, how people responded. Like, very weird, very, very weird energy. And sometimes people are going to jump to the negative anyway. That's just the bottom line on that. So let me run this cute little commercial real quick, and I'll tell you what we're going to be talking about in the next couple of days. So please, please, please tune in. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell right now. Do it. So yeah, if you haven't already, if you're joining me on Facebook, all three platforms, Twitch, hey, hi, y'all, especially and even and including YouTube. Hello, everyone. If you're catching the replay, make sure that you leave a comment, interact as you're watching the video. I do answer my comments, so make sure you leave a comment below. If you have not already, you're in the bushes, you're not sure, you see my lives, you're wondering what I'm talking about, wondering what I'm about. This is what I'm about. And then some days it's viewer led. It just depends. Go look through the channel. Go look through the channel and then circle right back around and hit the subscribe button right now. Right now. So this week, what's coming up? So we talked last week, and I feel like there's more to the conversation, but y'all let me know. We talked about this idea of the modern woman versus the modern traditional woman. And I kind of gave my bottom line on that. So I really don't have to beat the dead horse with that. But I also want to talk about this, modern man versus traditional man dating, because I hear y'all. I see y'all in the comments. Now, some of y'all, I see y'all in the comments, not even just on my live. So I feel like there's a conversation that should happen in that, because I think from what I see, dating scene is absolutely weird. And of course, this platform is majority women. So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit. And then someone wanted to talk about how do you know when that person is the one? And I am developing that platform because I don't want to just be the only person talking about it. So I feel like I want to get at least 2 other couples to kind of talk about that. And I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't reached out to anybody but I do know some couples that would be great to talk about that with, but more so than just me and him. I already know what my answer is on that. You're going to be very surprised as far as how do you know this person is the one, that whole thing. As far as being married, that's just, I think it's a very simple answer. But anyway, we're gonna, so that's what I'm thinking. I think we're just talking about men, women, and all that stuff that we like to get on and talk about, because I'm very interested. Number one, the conversation about traditional woman versus modern woman is a very, very ongoing conversation. I think it's like a dead horse. And I think I said my bottom line in the last video. So if you haven't caught that video, make sure you watch that video where I spoke about that. Lakeisha said married 24 years, period. So yeah. So Lakeisha, you got to come in when we're talking about that, because I got a comment. I mean, I got a request where someone said that they wanted to talk about how do you know when they're the one? When you guys were married, how did you know? It was 24 years later. We're still together. How do you know? My anniversary is coming up next month. 26 years married. How do you know? How do you know? And I think that's a good conversation, because I think that there's a lot of fantasy around that. It's a lot of fantasy around dating, and a lot of fantasy about finding the right person and all this other stuff. And the truth of the matter is, I don't think any of that has any significance. That's just me personally. And I will qualify it. I will definitely qualify what I'm saying. But I want to give you guys a platform where you guys are talking about, because you guys are talking about dating. What do you do? I want to know where y'all meeting these people. Like I want to get into some things. It's so easy, like I said, to have a conversation as a married person on my channel, to always talk marriage and talk things about marriage and stuff like that. And then have all these, or some single people on my channel, and they're like, okay, well, I can't relate. Well, we're going to relate to you this week. So anyway, what y'all want to talk about? What else I had on here? We talked about NeNe. We talked about that. Just in case y'all were wondering, folks are still climbing crates. I haven't saw one. I need to find it. Did y'all see the one where they had the kids on a crate? Let me see if I can find it. I was done. I didn't even save the story, because I'm like, I am not giving this any life. They had the kids on a crate. Let me see. I couldn't believe it. We went to the same school. Okay, high school sweethearts. We aren't. Okay, it's a great challenge. Some platforms are removing the crate challenge. They're was it TikTok, I think? They're removing it. I know crate. Somebody called it crate climbing. No, that's not what we call. Okay. So now I'm trying to find the one with the kids. Anyway, I ain't gonna waste y'all time on that. Anyway, I saw it, thought it was weird, and I was like, here we go. That's all we need. So I don't have any additional topics that you guys have dropped in the chat. I'm waiting. What is going on? So Afghanistan. It appears that the last flight has yes, I did see that. Let me see. The crate challenge is as dumb as me when people. Yes, now you're telling your age, Monica. Yes, she said it's just as dumb as planking, girl. They was planking everywhere, weren't they? Absolutely. Did anyone see the black guys at the game and the Karen slapped him? I did see it. Let me see if I can find it and share it. I didn't know what the story was. I saw the video, but I didn't find out what happened. Leave a comment. Let me know what happened there. While as you're commenting, I'm gonna look for the video and share it. But he slapped the mess out of her. Man slaps woman. That game, I got the fan on, and I'm like, ooh, it's cold. Let's see. Oh, this some Washington liberals. Nope, I don't want to play a YouTube video, but I will if I have to. Man punches woman after she slaps him at a Steelers game. Yep, this is it. All right, so let me share. Y'all know how we do. All right, she buffering. She taking forever to buffer. Okay. Let's see. Share screen. Y'all ain't gonna worry me. All right. Well, I'm not going to play that music because YouTube would be like, oh, what's that? All right, let's close that. Come on. There's always an ad, right? Oh, he got it. It's the screaming for me. Oh. Let me turn the volume down for the. He punched her first, then she slapped him. He punched next. Changed the title. He pushed her. Let's watch it again. She shouldn't have gotten his face. How about that? All right, here we go. She slapped him first, from what I saw. It's the screaming for me. Yeah. Is it me or did she slap him first? I don't know. Y'all, let's talk about it. He knocked out the boyfriend as he should. Yes, out. We can watch it again. I got to look for it again. Yes, indeed, baby. He wore her and old boy out as he should have. Karen was out of line. She slapped him first. Yes. She was. Yeah, she was all in his face as they always are. You know, the aggressor. And see, now I'm gonna have to find it again. She had wings that day. Somebody told her it was okay. Let's watch it again. We haven't seen Karen going crazy lately. Y'all, it's a video. I mean, it's a what's that thing called? Commercial. As soon as that's over, I'll share the screen. Share. Just a mess. She shouldn't have been in his face. Yeah, she got him first. Right there. See? Look. I'm going to lay you out first. Lay you out. Boom. One more. Boom. There you go. Go night-night. Nope, Maud. I know. No, she put her hands on him first. We all clearly heard that man say, "Don't touch me," as he went to block her because she absolutely, Robert Jordan, whoever you are, absolutely. No, sweetie. He told her, sweetie. Y'all see this? You see this? No, sweetie. He told her, "Don't touch him." She did it anyway and got served clear as day. Okay, I agree with that usage of sweetie. Wow. Yeah. It's the latest. I mean, you play stupid games. That's what happened. Listen. She just thought if she did this and did that he was just gonna go somewhere. Nope. Not boyfriend now and then gave her. I don't know what the end of the story was. Like what happened to him. Now I don't know. I got new comments, but they're not coming up. There we go. The crowd was screaming. She hit him first. She did. We could see it. Exactly. Go night-night. Yes. He made him go night-night. So I don't know what the update is. Let's see. Update. All right. Oh, since we're here. Oh, okay. So here's the latest on Miss Hurricane Ida. That's just terrible. I bet that was awkward pillow talk for them that night. Both of them went home with a whip behind. Both of them. He said, "Let me put you night-night first, because then I'm going to deal with her." Whatever. They probably was fussing at each other. Dang it, Harold. I thought you said you can fight. Yeah, I can at the bar. Not there. Mixed feelings about the album. Oh, that's what I want. See, thank you. Thank you, whoever you are, Jalen. Jalen. All right. How you know? How you know? So, cause so just how let me tell you why I forgot. Because I didn't write it down and I didn't put it in the title. Tonight I was just like, I'm not writing all this what I'm talking about. They just gonna have to come in and we just gonna have to talk about it, just like Jalen did. Jalen came in and was like, let's talk about this Donda. So for those of you that are clueless, don't know what me and Jalen are talking about, let me back up. Kanye has been on his trip creating this Donda 2 album, and he rented out this arena. He's just doing this whole artist weird thing, artist creativity, in my moment, but just very extreme, very Kanye, very, very me, very dramatic, very, very, very. So that's that. So, but in the process, I'm dropping it today. Oops, psych, no. I'm dropping it tomorrow. Oops, psych, no. So it was very Kanye, very Kanye. Then he said, and he has all these features on there and everything. So first word we got was it wasn't Boosie. Jesus. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy tweeted last week. He was like, wait, Jalen, help me out. Did they tweet before the album came out and they realized they weren't? I know Chris Brown tweeted after the album when he found out he wasn't on it, but did Soulja Boy? He must have. No. Jalen, leave a comment. Let me know. Did Soulja tweet his tweet before the album dropped? Anyway, yes, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, boy, they in their feelings, Jalen. So Sunshine is laughing and mixed feelings about the album. I have mixed feelings too. I have so many mixed feelings. Well, anyway, Soulja first thing we saw was Soulja Boy tweeted. He tweeted, Kanye is, listen, y'all know me and my receipts. Let me go ahead and provide them for you. He said Kanye is a hoe. That's why Kim left him. All kind of stuff. So at that point, everybody knew that Soulja Boy. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Jalen. Jalen, come on. Let me give you the invite so you can come on the channel. This is your moment, Jalen. I'm gonna drop the link and I'm gonna see if you're gonna be brave enough to come on. This is a challenge, Jalen. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. No, he only posted the conversation him and Kanye had after he realized he wasn't on there to prove he was supposed to be on there. Yes. Hello, Melissa. Kanye was so worried about what? Oh, you're not brave enough? Okay, Jalen. All right. Kanye was so worried about what people would say about the music every day. There's something going on. Something about Jay-Z was left off. Drake was old beef with him. Okay, so let's talk about it. Jalen's not brave enough. Tanya, if you want to come on, hit that link up. Is way up there to come on. But I'll try to say it as best I can. So Soulja Boy was the first thing that we figured there was some beef going on. It's because Soulja revealed some text messages that he had between him and Kanye. Now, mind y'all, Kanye was on some weird stuff this whole entire time. He's still on some weird stuff to me. And I don't mean anything substance. I'm just meaning he's somewhere creating, and it all makes sense to him. So that was the first thing. So, everybody was like, oh boy, Soulja Boy. And Soulja, he's going to be like, look, I was supposed to be on that album and he left me off and whatever. So he posted the conversation, the text messages. Hey, bro, come to Atlanta. Can you come? Well, my birthday is this week, but I'll try to get out there and we can collab. Collab doesn't happen. The album drops secretly because I'm not going to say secretly. The controversy behind that is that allegedly they're saying that Donda was not supposed to drop until but Universal, somebody at Universal or something dropped it. So now Kanye's in his feelings about that. So that's that controversy. Then there's controversy because Chris Brown post deleted, and it's the same thing. Chris Brown said he posted his verse. Oh wait, oh come on, Tanya, let me add you. Hey, Tanya.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. So let's see what Jalen said. He posted his version. I understand why he didn't make the cut. Who, Soulja or Chris? Because nephew Chris should make the cut always. Okay. Now I'm just playing. Tell me, Jalen, did because I didn't know that one of them posted their version. So it probably was trash. Okay, that's a good point. Soulja, oh, not surprised. Not surprised. I believe Chris's version, Chris's thing would have been fire, his verse or whatever. So he was left off. Chris was in his feelings. Chris tweeted, deleted it, and that's that controversy. Jay-Z was left off. It's just a whole great big mess surrounding this music and all of this. Now, I'm going to tell you my opinion, and then Tanya can come in with hers. My opinion is there was this whole hype. I think his hype, the merch, and all this other stuff did not back the music. So what I'm getting from the music is people are saying it's feeling a little ritualistic. People are saying it's weird. People are saying it's feeling a little seance-y, little like they had to go take a bath and pray when they were done listening to it. Like people's like, no. But then I see some tweets where people were like, oh, it was fire. It was fire. So me personally, I just don't like this new Kanye. So, and I don't know if it's new because I'm not a huge Kanye fan, but the whole Kim in the gown, it's too much symbolism. You got to tell me what I'm rooting for. Okay, Tanya, tell me what you think.
Well, I have two older sons that are in their late 20s.
Okay.
And they remember Kanye when he first came out, and I do too.
Yeah.
And his first 3 albums, I believe, I can't remember the names, but I'm sure people who know him know the names.
Yeah.
They were the best.
I agree. Him. Yeah.
After that, he dropped off. I don't know if it was because I can't remember when he got with Kim. But okay, I think
you talk and I'll look it up.
Okay. And this has happened to some other rappers.
Okay.
When they first started out, they were the best. They had the best music, the best producers, the best writing, everything. And then later on, I don't know what happened. Some of them, the producer that they had before, they didn't have them at that after those first 3 or 4 albums, and their music drops off. And I felt like he was so nervous about this record, this album, especially with his mother's name on it.
Okay.
That, first of all, put a lot of pressure on him. And then, you know, some people don't remember. I guess he did kind of switch into this religion type stuff.
Yeah.
And so my oldest son, he watches some YouTubers that have like podcasts or some other type of show, and they were trying to do like a reaction from the album, and they were saying that they were waiting on him to get hyped up in his music, and it just wasn't there.
Nope.
And they said it took forever. There's 27 tracks on the album.
I know.
That's too much.
I'm
like, Kanye, I know you've been away a while, but these people don't have that kind of patience.
He's doing too much.
Yeah.
And let me see. April says he's never been the same since his mom died. To me, it wasn't Kim. It was after his mom passed away.
Yeah.
And
It took him
and
out.
then getting with Kim. And I don't know if I don't remember if they were together during that time or whatever. But let me go to the comments because we got a few comments. But thank you for coming on and joining me. I agree with you 100% because before I get into the comment section, my son is probably the same. So I have a 29-year-old and he was hyped. He was ready for it.
Yeah.
And he watches everybody else too. And he was like, it's all right. He was like, it was all right. But I don't think it
Right.
held up to the hype. And
Right.
I think, let me let you go. I'm gonna let you go and then I'll tell you what I think. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's great, y'all. So if you want to come on, I dropped the link. I dropped the link. So anyway, I think his fans are trying to, okay, so he's never been the same since his mom died. And I think that Kardashian family is weird as hell. And there's a lot going on there that is unspoken. And, I know that there's like a cliche that, they change people or whatever. There's a lot going on there. So he has not been the same. I don't know. But the other thing is, drop a shoe. Let me know. Do you think the fans are trying to figure him out? He drew in this religious crowd, and then he still had his old crowd, and then now he's doing this foolishness. Now, I don't know what he's doing. It's too much symbolism for me. I'm the type, I need to know what you mean. That, like, all this symbolism and guessing, because it's very ritualistic. A lot of it feels like it. So before I go, yay, you got to tell me what you're doing. So leave a comment. I have a lot of comments. Let me see what you guys are saying. I'm not brave enough. Yes, you are, Jalen. Next time I'm going to get you. I'm not surprised about Soulja Boy. I am surprised about Chris Brown. He was nervous about this album. I think I don't want to say narcissistic, but that word is so overused. I think he's so self-centered that in his head, he's Michael Jackson level genius. And I don't think that at all. So let me know. I think he was just in his head, personally. I'm an artist, whatever. I don't think it was nerves. Kanye has changed a lot. He has changed so much. So you have Kanye back in the day, first 3 albums, like she said. Then you have Kanye from 4 or 5 years ago, 4 years ago. He found Christ. The kids got to dress a certain way. All this foolishness and mayhem. At Sunday service is the bomb. Now, if you have never caught a Sunday service, now that I like the singing and stuff from that. And then you have now, which I feel like is a mixture of both of them, but he is leaning more towards the Sunday service. But I think he's trying to appease the other, for lack of a better term, his other fans. So I don't know, because in everything being Sunday service, also what we saw at his album release or whatever that was, the fire, setting itself on fire, the house, Marilyn Manson. Dude, you got to come out and explain that. Like, where's Oprah? He can come on my channel. Let's talk about it, because it's weird. Kanye is flat out crazy. I'm going to leave this comment right here. Absolutely. As a producer, man is amazing. Well, I can't take that from him because I like the production of the Sunday service. I really enjoyed when he was doing the Sunday service. I'm a Kanye fan I've never liked him per se, but I like his little hits. Gold Digger come on, and I'm in I remember there's one store, no matter what, every time I go in there, it must be on their track because it plays, and I'm like, it's certain ones, it's a bop, it is what it is. But Genius, okay, leave a comment and let me know, Jalen and the rest of y'all. When I say genius, I'm thinking Michael Jackson. Those are genius. I think who's ever producing, who used to produce Michael Jackson, I don't want to name anybody else, But when I think that to me, that's genius. Maybe amazing though, because you said amazing. Who would you compare him to? If he's amazing, amazing like who? Let me know. Yes, Monica, someone agrees. So again, if you want to join in, drop your comment. Again, you don't have to show your face. You can use the avatar or whatever, and no one will ever see your face and what you look like. But if you're nervous about that. Yes, blessed. She says, so are Kim and Kanye back together? The whole wedding ceremony scene was confusing. Very. Again, I know people say it's none of our business. Why you got to comment, blah, 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 all this other stuff. But if you are a public figure and you're doing something in the public space, so you very publicly broke up with this woman and her family. Oh my gosh. What did he call, Monica? I know you know. What did he call the mother? He called her, oh God, Kim Young. Listen, I about fell out when I read that tweet. You talked about Kim. You talked about all this other stuff. It's just like people that go together and we get all their drama on Facebook and then they get back together and then they don't tell us what happened. Y'all got to update us. Like, you just can't come on and have all this drama and then not tell us later what the heck is talking about. So allegedly that was Kim in a little weird wedding gown. And she walked out and just stood there and he's got this big smile. The person under the thing looks like Kim. She's smiling. What are you as fans supposed to believe? Are they together? Are they not? A lot of people are saying, oh, yay, they're back together. I don't know. It was weird. It was very confusing. Because here's the thing. After all of that, there's been no explanation. Maybe they're going to give the interview to Oprah or somebody like that. But there's a lot of symbolism going on there. Manson, and it was someone else on the porch of the house. And then wasn't there a cross on the house? Listen, Kanye has some explaining to do. And that's the problem with art. Sometimes you have some explaining to do to interpret because everybody's drawing their own conclusions. Or let them draw their own conclusions and you don't care. Apparently, they're not just on good terms. It was a show of good terms. Okay, so apparently not. And so, Jalen, it's funny that you mentioned that. And y'all leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about that. This is how it feels to me. Allegedly, Kanye has some mental issues. Allegedly, we saw him go through a mental breakdown or whatever, an episode or whatever. Of course, we don't know whatever diagnosis he has. Whenever I see Kim with him, so she supported him at the stadium. She supported him. She brings the kids here. It doesn't give me co-parenting type thing. Co-parenting support, it almost gives me, I know he's a little not there and he's not well. So I'm going to be here in support. I'm going to placate him. So in other words, kind of like when someone has Alzheimer's and they're like, Betty, and you know you're not Betty, but what do? You just play along. Hi, Henry. You know what I mean? So that's what it feels like to me. Y'all tell me what y'all think Kim and Kanye are doing. I think that I'm tend to leaning towards you, Jalen, that they're not together. Kim is just literally playing along. She's a good one because I'm not doing all that. He needs some help. He has never been the same since his mom died. I agree, April. I don't want to say what I feel, but I am. No, you have to say what you feel, Monica. You know, on this channel, you got to say it because I'm probably right there with you. I don't want to say what I feel, but I am. It feels Illuminati-ish to me. Absolutely an Illuminati. I talked to my son. Tanya, you was talking about your son. I called my son. I said, listen, this is feeling a little Illuminati. This is a feeling a little ritualistic. What is going on? And he said, it's all over TikTok. Everybody is saying the same thing unless they really, really support the project. It's too much. I would be okay with that if it was good music. Okay. Good point. I don't think Kanye ever really grieved his mother's passing. No, because that's just our opinion, right? That's all we can go by. Because if you look at, but see, here we are, what? Shoot. Princess Diana 25 years ago? 6 years ago? Something like that? 25 years ago, 26? When you think about a Diana, or however long it was, 20 years ago, And you look back at the interview with Prince William, and he said he never dealt with it. He was in the public. He, you know, literally, you got to go here and do this and do that and all this other stuff. It's very likely, you're right, Sunshine, that he wasn't able to, because at that time, you know, how much I mean, think of NeNe. We just had a conversation about NeNe. You know, to go through that publicly and then feel like, oh, okay, I have to present myself in a certain way and be okay because of the public. Because I, you know, if I come out with my hair all over the place, no makeup, this, that, and the other, they're gonna judge that. So you may very well be correct in that. Blessed reborn, exactly, the Kardashian curse. You know, it's not right. It's not right. Not, I'm telling you, it just, yeah. Last song I liked from him was Mercy. Yeah, my son and I were talking about Mercy. Like I said, I like Sunday Service Kanye. But what we have going on here, and like Tanya said, 27 songs, sir. For you to produce 27 songs, like Jalen said, I don't mind if it's fire songs. Because I'm gonna tell you, the last person that produced, not the last person, but one person that I know who is an amazing singer, amazing performer. Y'all let me know if y'all know who this is. He's a religious, well, he's not anymore. He was. But if you've been a Christian for a very long time, you know who I'm talking about. But Tone is a masterful genius. He doesn't go by that. He goes by B Slade now. But he is a masterful producer. But when he does albums, he comes out with 50 million trillion songs on it, and they all are fire. That's hard to do. So if you're going to come out with all these 27 songs, come on now. It better be good. Amazing, like Kanye can't compare him to anyone. He is him. It's easy to compare others to him. Okay, Jalen. I don't know. Something broke, and it's very, very obvious, very not obvious, but very, it's to be expected that something broke in him when his mom passed away, especially how she passed away. That was very tragic. You know, it's one I always say, it's one thing to deal with death, but to deal with it when there's a tragedy is a whole nother set of triggering of emotions. And so first 3-4 albums, like Tanya was saying, amazing for those who really, really were fans of his. He on some other stuff, y'all. That's all I can say. He's on some other stuff. I don't know. He is not Michael Jackson genius. Michael Jackson could create music out of nothing. He used his own body to make music, didn't he? Kanye is very creative in his own lane. I'll leave it at that. Okay, in his own lane. We'll leave it at that. In his own lane. But even in his own lane. So here's the thing. I think he's going to have a cult following regardless. Like if he just drops, okay, the first song, Donda, Donda, Donda. Okay. Some people are going to think that that's absolutely amazing. The baby. I don't know what that was about. Kanye definitely isn't Michael Jackson. He may have some talent, but Michael Jackson talented? Nah, not at all. I agree, Melissa. Thank you. It feels too Illuminati-ish for me to ever listen to follow Sunday service. There's too much contradiction and confusion. Absolutely. And you just bring my point to the head. It's too much confusion. You had because if I understand correctly, on this album, everybody that dropped verses with curse words or anything like that, he made a clean version, and that's the version that he dropped. Plus, he dropped all those other people, but also, so you have people that are yearning for pre-weird Kanye. Then you have the Kim Kardashian era fans, and then you have Sunday service and those people. It's all feeling very weird. It's all felt very weird. You know, when I found out, when you look at the way they dress, like it just feels very cultish to me. Even though I enjoy the singing of Sunday service, like they sung their behinds off. But when I looked at what they're wearing and the clothes, like and the way the kids are dressing, again, I can't judge because people are buying them ugly shoes. People are buying those clothes. It's very confusing. And then Yes, Tanya, very controversial people on the porch. Then when you look at the fact that they wanted this ranch in Wyoming and all this other stuff, nothing gets past me. And I know if I don't know nothing else, Kanye and Kim and the rest of them don't. They're very intentional about their foolishness. Now that we do know. So yes, it's feeling very ritualistic. It's feeling very cultish. The way they were dressed. Again, I like the music of Sunday service, but when you're watching it, you're like, is this some Jim Jones types? Like, what is happening? Very weird. Oh, Jalen's here. Jalen's here.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Jalen.
I'm doing all
Good.
right.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
What you got to tell us?
The third person on the porch was the baby. That's why I had put the comment on there.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it was Marilyn Manson, the baby, and was it X?
No, I think it was just Kanye.
Okay. So what is the young folks? Because you sound pretty young. You sound like you're my son's age, and I haven't had a chance to catch up with him to see what the folks on TikTok and everything are saying. What's up with that? Like, was that missed on the young kids? About I say kids, but I know you guys aren't. But the symbolism of the people on the porch. What
I'm
like?
gonna be honest with you. So I'm about your son's age. I'm 28.
Okay.
I think what my biggest thing. I'm not big on keeping up with stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even interested in that album until recently, just with the whole beef going on with Drake.
Right.
I think that's what really made me interested to hear what the album was about. I was honestly confused because I didn't know if it was supposed to be a gospel album,
Yes,
a tribute to his mother, or just another banger album, which he hasn't had in a long time.
he hasn't.
For me, it confused me because you got a lot of, great gospel music in there, but then you piece it in together with artists that are gangster rappers or trap rappers, and
I know.
for me. So when it comes to the cult and the Illuminati symbolism and all that, I do feel strongly where they're coming from. There's a lot of posts that I did see that they were saying that at one point they were walking around the stage where he was at, and it seemed like a ritual was going on towards his mom, like a seance.
It's weird. It's weird.
I don't like stuff like that, so I try to stay away from stuff like that. And it just kind of put me in a position to where it was like, do I want to listen to this? Do I not?
Exactly.
And when I clicked on it, I just went ahead and bought it because I didn't want to just stream it. I wanted to support, obviously.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was let down. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really was.
Everybody, my son said it was okay. Again, I think his number one fans, they're gonna say it was wonderful. So did you watch to the point where he set himself on fire?
I did
what
not.
Was that?
I did not. I don't know. So my understanding from that, when I've been reading on everything, is that it was a sign of showing that he was burning the old him and being reborn to the new yay, or whatever. And that's cool, whatever. Like from an artist standpoint, that's cool if that's how you want to represent that. But from a different standpoint, that could be seen as a different thing. And I think it's construed if it's not explained, like you said. Like please give some explanation as to why you're doing what you're doing. Don't just leave it out in the open for interpretation.
Yeah, because the first thing I thought of was his young followers. That's all they need is a challenge. You know what I'm saying? It was just very irresponsible to just set himself on fire and whatever. Like, yeah, you can assume the parents are going to say, hey, little kid, don't do that. But at the same time, it was just a lot going on.
I agree. It was overwhelming. I think, okay, so with the album, when I clicked on it, the first one was the chant. And that threw me off a little bit. Like, that's how you start the album? Okay.
Bruh.
I didn't say anything. I let it play to the next one. I really just skipped the first track and was like, okay, let's go to the next one. And then the vibe on that one with Jay-Z, I didn't listen to it all the way through. I'm like, man, there's 27 songs on here. So I just started skipping. And there were some that just caught my attention, which were cool, but then it just started changing on me. And after a while, I lost focus and was like, man, okay, maybe I should listen to this another time. So it was one of those where I had to replay it. I played it through the second time all the way through and understood what he was trying to go for. But I think with his mental illness, I think that kind of might have swayed where he was going with it. He lost focus.
I agree.
The true message or whatever it may be.
Yep. I agree 100%. See, Jalen, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I think I like it better with me not showing my face. I'm just
Absolutely.
stuff like that. But
Yeah, you come and join my live all the time. You know, I'm the auntie on the internet, you know, but I'm very up on pop culture and stuff like that. So thanks for joining and chatting and stuff. But you raised some points and you really confirmed what we were thinking. So absolutely.
yes,
You
ma'am.
take
Thank
care,
you.
hon.
You as well.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, Jalen. Sweet, 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 sweet. So he confirmed everything. Listen, that first song, that chanting, I'm out. Like, no. And if you're not the type of person that's spiritual on that level or believe that words don't matter, that symbolism doesn't matter, then yes, you'll listen to the whole song and you'll be okay with it. But it's not just Kanye. Like, I watch what I consume, period, in life. So that would have thrown you off if you're that type of person. Let's go through. Gilda says, hey, hello, Melissa. Good conversation. I did not think I was going to land here tonight, so I'm going to have to change the title. Kanye is all over the place. It is. Do y'all think that it's, the 27 songs and I'm releasing it and I'm not? Do you think that's a nervous thing? Or was that him really thinking that he was on his masterful artist thing? Yes, Tanya, very controversial people on the porch. He's displaying classic bipolar behavior by the phases of himself, manic highs and weird lows. Yep. But Kim and the rest of them are just going along. Hello, Jalen. Tanya says, I agree. She is aiding maybe for sympathy. She loves him. I think she really loves him. I think, when they first got married, we all were like, oh, it's not going to last. It's a joke, whatever. But I think, it's been proven that I think she really does love him. But at the same time, is it really healthy for her to play along with him in this? I don't know. Exactly. Jim Jones vibes with the Sunday service. Absolutely. Like I said, the music itself, they're singing it. I know the songs. I love the songs. But when you look at what's happening and how they're dressing and how he's dressing and the kids and all of that, it's giving me Jim Jones. Like, they look like they're in rags. And maybe the symbolism is, we shouldn't be about materialistic things and stuff like that. And I remember Kim a couple of years ago started doing interviews and she was like, he wants me to change the way I dress. And, she doesn't want Stormy to Stormy, not Stormy, North to dress a certain way and all this other stuff. So he was pushing his beliefs off on her. But I don't know if that's going to last. She stopped taking little naked pictures here and there, but I don't think so. I agree. Very insightful, sir. Yes, wasn't he? Very well-spoken young man. I hope we see him again. Thanks, Jalen. Yes, some things scare me. Absolutely. Absolutely. As it should. We have to be careful on what we consume and why we consume it and what it means, So with that being said, where my little commercial at? If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. That's my favorite part. Right now, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah, so I really appreciate Jalen's commentary. Very good points, y'all. I personally, like I said, I think that, like Monica said, and like we all said, he's definitely going through something. Time will only tell. Books will come out and everything else when it's all said and done about what Kanye was going through these last 10, 15, 20 years. Because for his mom to pass the way she did, that was sudden. Like, I don't remember if she was on it because what's her name? Can we talk? The comedian. Joan Rivers was actually on the table. But I don't know if his mom, one of y'all co-hosts, look it up. Did she make it off the table? So in other words, was he able to say goodbye? Was she able to do that? If he was not able to do that, that's tragic also. So I don't know. Time is just going to tell about Mr. Kanye, because I think we can all agree, even for me, I wasn't a super fan, but I think people were rooting for Kanye, even arrogant Kanye. But I don't know, y'all. You love my commercial? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And it was so tragic. Yes, it was very tragic, very sudden, and especially around plastic surgery, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I wish him well. Literally, I wish him well. Like, I really hope he's okay, and he needs to go, because I think it's weird to rent out a stadium to do music and lay on the floor and all this other stuff. Like, what are you doing? But again, that's not my artist. That's not my creativity mode. Like, that's not me. I have my, I'm in my studio right now, and I have my little quote baby rituals that I do before I go on and all this other stuff. But it ain't nothing weird. Like, no one talk to me for the next hour as I prepare. Like stop, you know. But I'm also not creating to that level, but still, yeah. Lord, I love Joan Rivers. I love Joan Rivers. Can we talk? One of James Brown's wives died the same way. Wow. It was so tragic. Apparently she's keeping the West. Yes, that's what she said. I really think she loves him. And if he can get well, whatever that means, and they can get over whatever it is, because clearly when we saw him tweeting, he was not okay. We saw him tweeting. We also saw him tweaking, allegedly. The funny picture to me was when they went to go check on him, and he's on his ATV on his ranch. Kanye's like, I dare you to try to remove me from my ranch. So, and I ended up liking them together. It was very weird in the beginning. I think we all were like, huh? But time will tell. But I do wish him well. I do. There's some celebrities that I'd be like, I don't even care, like whatever. But I do, because I know that there's something in there. Even in the craziness that he's talking, there's an ounce of, okay, I kind of see what he's saying, but no. But he's dealing with so much. When you look at his tweets, allegedly there was an abortion or one of an abortion, he wanted, no, let me take that back. There was talk of aborting North. That's what he said at TMZ. He's just, like Monica said, it just appears that to us that he's very manic, and then he's down, and then he's going to be depressed. And when he's in his manic modes, that's when we see him acting in public, doing all this stuff. So I think we can agree that he needs help. And there is some talent there. I'm not going to say that. There's absolutely some talent there. But something ain't right, y'all. And if there's 15 out of 20 people saying something just isn't right, it's just not right, then at that point, it's not just us. It's done. I subscribed and liked. Looking forward to more content and conversation. Okay, Jalen, if nothing else, that's what you're going to get over here, because we talk just about every day. Just about every day. And on that note, let's see. One of James Brown's is, and see, for me, we talked about this before. Like, what if there was something that we wanted to do to our bodies, what would it be? For me, the stories like that will keep me from the table. Like, Bless says, welcome. We got nephew Jalen here. I might end up calling him son, because that's what I called my sons. Welcome. So y'all, this live, on another note, I was watching the news. This is the second Instagram. Yes. I wanted to research this more before I talked about it, because I saw the article like you. It was the second one. And I was like, because they said it was a suicide, and just an Instagram model, like just out of the blue. So anyway, Monica says, on another note, I was watching the news. This is the second Instagram model found dead in Houston. Wow, it really makes me watch and pay attention. Please watch. Please pay attention. That's why I want to have this conversation about dating. How do you find? I want to know where you guys are looking for these people, because I know it was dangerous when I was dating and when I was growing up and everything. But now it's like crazy, instant. And yes, I did see that, but I want to read up more on it, because it caught my attention when they found the second girl. And to me, that's a pattern. I don't think that's, to me, it doesn't feel sporadic, spontaneous, unrelated. Seems very related. Marie says mental health is real. It is. And like I said, I think Kanye, everyone has a place where they hold Kanye dear, whether it was pre-Kim, Kim phase, post-Kim. Some people love Kanye right now. Some people loved pre-Kim Kanye. So I prefer pre-Kim, even though he was arrogant, but he was more clearer. Something happened, okay? Online, shaking my head. That's how the world meet people down. I know, Jalen. We're gonna talk about it. Exactly. It feels like a pattern. Exactly. We can talk about it. I don't know, probably Friday, because that'll give me time to look it up and see who was missing, why they was missing, or whatever. Because tomorrow we're gonna talk about these dudes. Jalen, come back, because it'll be in your best interest to add to the conversation. But no, we talked a couple of days ago, Jalen, and for those of you that are joining in, just now joining my channel, make sure you catch up. We talked about this conversation about modern women versus traditional women. And we talked about what it means, what it looks like, what it means to us, what it doesn't mean to us. And is she problematic? Which one is problematic? Traditional woman or whatever? Well, now I want to talk about the men in the situation. And then after we talked about the men, I want to talk about dating. And after we talk about dating, I want to talk about marriage. Just kind of leading up to the conversation, because I feel like I feel like whether you're married, single, dating, there's so many fantasies about what the next thing should look like. So I'm dating. I want what she has. I want this marriage that looks perfect, or everything's going to be solved because I am married, or I want this marriage, but I'm in a marriage, but I want this singlehood. So we're going to have this whole conversation this week. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. So the video before was about the traditional woman. I'll give a recap tomorrow when we talk about it. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. I'm actually going to, we've been on here for 1 hour and 32 minutes, which is a very short time for us. For those of you that have been rocking with me for a minute, you guys already know, if there's something that you guys want to talk about, shoot me an email, or if you're okay with it being public, absolutely leave it in the chat. The final thing we're going to talk about, which I think is going to be absolutely fun to talk about, is how do you know you found the right one? I also want to talk about, because I saw this meme, and I'm like, that is so interesting. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, is why do women reject nice men or the quiet man, or why do they want I saw a post today. I forgot where, it probably was Shade Room. And they were saying, it was a guy, and he was saying, ladies, why do you reject a guy that has a 9-to-5 and honest living for the drug dealer or someone that's scamming? And the answers in that just blew my mind, as the one who is not interested in a drug dealer or quick money or illegal means. But it was so interesting. The women were saying, I ain't gonna tell you, we'll talk about it later. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell right now. Do it. I ain't gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to come back and have the conversation and join the conversation. Y'all like how I did that? All right, as a veteran, I would like to talk about stuff. As a wife of a veteran, I talked about it, but we can definitely talk about it. I started the conversation out this live with it, but there wasn't it didn't go anywhere. So we definitely can talk about it. And we can talk about it today. The only song I like, Gold Digger. Listen, it slaps every time. I don't care where I'm at. Go ahead, girl. Listen, okay, everywhere. I can't sing it because the YouTube don't take kindly to us singing other people's songs, but unless with permission. So Andrea says, sorry I missed it. Was with my daughter and son-in-law and grandbaby, and my grandbaby turned 4. He's 4. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to him. And you know, my ultimate saying, catch the replay. Family always comes first. And y'all know I will not have a live to spend time with my family. If I don't have a live, I'm not feeling extremely well, or I'm with my family. Y'all already know that. So absolutely family first. I remember he did not want her to do the surgery. Exactly. And did it anyway. And I think that's what he took hard. Do not know if he saw her before she passed. Exactly, Tanya. That's what I'm saying. I remember, I'm trying to recall, so because it was so many years ago. If I remember correctly, it came out, or he said it before. He did not want her to have it. So that's deep. We don't have to backtrack. It's okay. No backtracking. No backtracking. This is how my channel is. Like, you saw Monica drop that about the one thing, about the model. And only reason why we're not talking about it is because I want to do a little bit more research so I can form an opinion. But I know about Kabul. And as a veteran's wife, I do have my opinions about it. And as a matter of fact, there we talked about it. I don't know, Jalen. I can't even lead you to the doggone video to tell you to go watch it. But anyway, we've talked about Sha'Carri. We've talked about all of that. So let's see. So what we're talking about is, Jalen said, as a veteran, I would like to talk about the stuff going on in Kabul. So here's the thing. If you're new to my channel, you're just peeking in and you're like, what is this lady talking about? What is this? This is what we do on our channel. Sometimes I come and I have my agenda, and I know exactly what I want to talk about. And then some days, even as I'm talking about my agenda, my co-hosts, my sisters and brothers, y'all bring in topics, and that's what Jalen just did. That's a perfect example. And we yield, and I either talk about it or I write it down and say it, because if I write it down, if I know, oh, that's going to be a separate live within itself. So that's what this channel is about. You know, that's what we do. And then on Fridays, we have viewer led. Like, I don't come on with anything. You bring up the conversation and we just talk about it. So it's an eclectic channel, and it is what it is, but it's fun. Kabul. So here we are, 20 years later. So for those of you that don't know, I'm speaking as a wife of a veteran who has done many deployments. I have had children with him being gone. I have had children and he left immediately. I have been through it all. You name it. You know, I've known people to lose their family members or their service members over there. I know how it is to have the blackout of communications and not knowing. We had our secret way of kind of communicating that he was okay. But there are some times where when you know something happens over there, you're literally waiting and you're looking, and you go to the grocery store. It's a mental game, not a mental game. It's a mental thing, you know, because what happens is after a certain amount, they shut the communication down until they notify all the family members. So you never know if it's your family member because, hey, he used to call every day at 2. I didn't get that phone call. And I sure as heck, there's no emails or anything. I already know why. So I'm going to go to the grocery store and come back. And hopefully when I round this corner, there's no car parked in front of my door with someone in it waiting for me to come home so they can give me bad news. I know about all of that. I know about, you know, supporting someone that has lost their spouse, caring for children in that setting that has lost both parents. It's something that is near and dear because we've been in the trenches with it. So for me, 20 years later, to see it go to hell in a handbasket, I'm kind of conflicted because we supplied you with what you needed and all this. Yes, they should be able to sustain themselves. The accident that happened a couple of days ago with the Marines, I feel like should not have ever happened. I believe personally that it should have been a more coordinated extraction of people and less announced, because immediately after it was announced, oh, we're leaving, then comes the Taliban taking over as they did. And then it was like, oh, wow, didn't think that would happen so fast. So yes, Jalen, I agree with you. I feel like Biden's intentions were good, but it was not planned out very well. When you think about the Taliban, as you know, like I'm preaching to the choir when I talk to you, but and you guys leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think the problem is. Number one, it was reported that they warned him, like, hey, we need, like, the people were warned. There are also civilian Americans that live in Afghanistan. I don't know who chooses to do that, but they do. And they have. So now it's about trying to get them out. It's just so complicated because they really should be able to defend themselves against the Taliban. I don't feel like it should have been a lifelong war or lifelong presence. If it comes to that, then it needs to become a part of the United States. That's just my bottom line. Didn't take long for them to take over. Just gave it to them. Yeah, didn't take long at all, and it's disheartening because I don't want to say the people that I know that have passed away, all those deployments we've been, I've gone through, my husband's gone through, all the things that he's missed as a result of the military and all of that going over there. Was that in vain? Like, I don't know. I feel like no, it wasn't in vain because it worked when it worked and it did what it needed to do. It was the Afghani people. Like, we can't be there forever. And if it needed to be more than 20 years, at this point, it needs to be New York, new Afghanistan, meaning new Florida, yeah. Yes, it feels like we're taking steps backwards. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. The Taliban's going to take over. He did that strike, talking about more coming if they try us. We've already lost, 12, 13 Marines. They weren't just Marines. They were service members because there were some Army and Marines. It's just tragic because it should have been, of course, on hindsight, this is how I would have did it. I wouldn't have said anything. Being deployed, being in the military, you could look at the signs and go, oh, something is going on. Because they just did that. They just did that. Something is about to go down. Training is being upped, whatever. I would have not even announced the withdrawal publicly. I wouldn't have taken all the soldiers out, but I would have made a protection, a border. And here's the thing. If y'all want to tell the Taliban that y'all are leaving, go right ahead. But I will not put my service members in danger. Now, they're here to protect you guys while I get my people out. Now, I will contact all Americans that have contacted the embassy and said, hey, I live here. I say, listen, this is classified information. You give it away. You're going to endanger everybody, but you need to get the heck up out of here because we out of here. Because Trump had already announced that he was leaving. Biden had already announced, but it wasn't the announcement. He should have had everybody in place before he announced it. So that way, when the Taliban started trying to move in, they wouldn't have been able to penetrate. Like, no one should have died at the airport. I'm sorry. Like, no, absolutely ridiculous to me. The Marine living in the woods and in a bandit van talking about something. I didn't see that. Okay. No, prior administration did not. Let me write this down because I want to go look this up. So there's a Marine living in a van in the woods talking about something. Okay. Yeah. That he's planning to make a change. Oh, okay. Yeah, prior administration was definitely all talk. Prior administration was, I have the right idea, but then there was no execution. Could this have been predicted? Could we predict the fact that the Taliban was going to take over as fast as they did? I'm not sure. Oh, Sleepy Joe, high-ranking individual. Okay, he's in a van. Now, I don't know what the emails, but this does not sound good. Oh, what this entails, but this does not sound good. No. Prior administration didn't know how to go about bringing home our people. No. And the thing about it is they knew it was going to happen. I just think that they should have beefed up security, just beefed up, and then just kind of listen, without giving away anything. The military knows how to fortify a situation, fortify an airport, fortify a base, fortify everything. So perhaps it was not a good idea to say we're going to get 20 some odd troops out, 20,000 or whatever troops out, or leave that amount in or whatever. High-ranking individual. Okay, so, okay, I see what you're saying, Jalen. There's a Marine living in the woods in an abandoned van talking about he's planning to make a change. he's a high-ranking individual. Where do I get this from? Tell me, like, is this a YouTuber? Is he YouTubing? Like, give me more information. Tell me where to find this dude. Monica says, oh, Sleepy Joe. And that's the thing. This could have very well happened under Obama, because he didn't do nothing. Let's be honest. Obama, oh, we got to get him out. He didn't get him out. This could have happened under Trump. Oh, we got to get him out. He didn't do nothing. Clinton, oh, we got to get him out. He didn't do nothing. Bush's, of course, they weren't going to get him out. But the problem is, because he is Sleepy Joe, and there was, I'm not going to say a mistake, but a misstep or a collapse. It just looks bad because it's Sleepy Joe. Again, people would have fought tooth and nail. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think she should have not said it in public, as you said. Nope, he shouldn't have said it in public. And the thing about it is, like I said, he shouldn't have said it in public. He should have notified who needed to be notified. Get your butt to the airport if you're trying to dip out, because that's it. And then fortified the area to make it safe for our troops. And then once those diplomats got out of there, troops get on the last plane and they're out of here. There's no and here's the other part that looks bad. There's no reason why those people should have been hanging on the airplane, dying, falling from the wheels, and doing all this other stuff off that plane. There's no reason why they should have been able to penetrate that much. But also, there's no reason for Americans to have been left behind while we're transporting Afghan people. Allies or not. Was supposed to retire in 3 years. They tried to hush him, send him home for 3 years and keep his retirement. He said no, and now hiding out. Lord Jesus. What? Oh, he telling stuff. There go his retirement. No, all over social media, Facebook and LinkedIn, several GoFundMe has been started, but he has rejected them and says to send it to his wife instead. Told his wife that he loved her, and oh my goodness. Jalen, you're not going to worry me today. I will be finding him. You can't blame all this. Oh, absolutely. You can't blame all this on Biden. You have to blame all prior administrations. They all had this last call. Absolutely. The people have been toying with, oh, it's too long, and oh, we need to pull the soldiers out, whatever. And listen, it should have been done. I'm not quite sure, and I really can't speak on because I wasn't there personally. But I'm not sure that there was absolute. Well, I'll tell you this way. I know that our soldiers were training well, but I don't know what the retention rate of the Afghani soldiers were. But it's really, really disheartening, angering, triggering to see the Taliban using our weapons, our uniform, and everything else. That is a problem. If he doesn't stick around, but things are about to pop off. If she doesn't stick around, oh, wow. What is he about to do? They all had the last call. And okay. I hear the whistle. Wait, people are falling off the wheels of the airplanes dying. Lord, where do I find this? Girl, yes. Last week or the week before, when it first jumped off, that they were holding on to the, remember the soccer player? Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. People people hanging from planes. Yes. Falling off mid. Okay, let me see. It was 2 weeks ago. Let's see. I don't want to use somebody's YouTube channel. The news don't mind. Okay, but I'm going to turn the sound off. All right. Yes. Give me a second. All right, skip ad. So I'm not going to play it. Play the sound. There we go. So here it is, Monica. So they were actually running as the plane was taking off and holding on to the wheel shafts and everything. By the time the plane took off, they let go from the air. Yeah. Look at this. These people trying to take off. So this was 2 weeks ago when everything first jumped off. And they running with the plane and everything. Let me see. Here we go. This is a view of the plane as it was taxiing, and these are people falling from the plane. Y'all, it's a whole plane. I don't want to. Okay. So, yeah. Yep. Afghan laid down day one. You know, it's like someone like, oh, y'all here? Okay. And here's the thing. The contractors that are over there making buku bank, of course, they don't want to pull out. The people that are making money off the different weapons and services and everything else, because these bases are full-fledged bases operating with everything. And you take that how you want, but all that has money to go with it. So there are some that just talked, oh, we gotta leave, but knowing they have money tied into that, knowing they have money tied into that place. And then there's some that are like, we really should leave. But when you think about it, this administration was the bravest one, whether it flopped or not, that took the chance to say, we need to make it happen. It's just the way he went about it. He underestimated it. Lord have mercy on this land. Listen, that's all we can say. That's all we can say. So, yeah, I think Friday is going to be interesting because I want to revisit most of this. I want to talk about Afghanistan. By then, we'll have a report on what Ida and Norma and all of them are doing. What's the state of New Orleans? Friday is going to be good. So make sure you tune in. Come back on Friday. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. Like, seriously, right now, do it. It costs you absolutely nothing. And if you've been following my channel and know anything about me, the super chats, super stickers, all that is really cute and wonderful. But for me, I love the engagement. I love the fact that I'm not just talking to a screen, but you guys come on, we interact, and that's way, way, way more. Okay, I got it now. That's way more. Oh, he is high ranking. Oh, Lord Jesus. I mean, y'all, before I go, for a lieutenant, okay, so Jalen, let me highlight this. Jalen gave me the name. I'm sure this is the person that's in the van hiding out saying something's about to jump off. Either this man mentally cracked and had a breakdown, and what he's saying is absolutely untrue and is a product of his mental health, or something really is about to jump off. Because for a lieutenant colonel to sacrifice his retirement and honorable discharge and everything else to live in a van and do videos is significant. I cannot wait to go see what he's talking about. They asked about the equipment. Administrator said that the equipment was deactivated. BS. Those Taliban people, when you look at the video, they holding our guns, using our weapons. And the bottom line is, I don't care. I am pissed about the service members that died. Like, that could have been avoided, because you know how they like to detonate themselves. If I can keep it clean for YouTube, that's what they do. So I would say kudos to the Biden administration for just making that step to make it happen. But the downfall is you shouldn't have announced it, or we should have fortified a little bit more. So maybe announce it because the people need to know to come to the airport or whatever. But fortify that area. The Taliban should not be turning American people away, talking about don't come back or come back next week. No. And optic wise, it just looks bad. It looks bad, but everybody knows they don't want that smoke from America. Now that's one thing about it. We give America a hard time on this channel as far as what we talk about, and we celebrate it when we celebrate. But one thing about it, I'm all for our military, 100%. And the Taliban would not have wanted our smoke. When they would have saw that it was fortified, yeah, we would have had pockets of I won't say that. You might have, with a controlled situation, the military has a way to sweep for detonators and stuff like that. Granted, stuff on people's bodies and stuff like that, that's a whole nother story. But I do understand that if it was remained fortified while they got people out, it just would have looked differently. That's all. Okay. Sorry to hear that. So yeah, y'all, that's it for today. Yeah, Jalen, thank you so much. You got us something to think about, and we're probably going to talk about it on Friday, because tomorrow we're going to talk about this modern woman, modern man, this dating situation, and y'all gonna get all that off your chest. And then we're going to talk about the other stuff that we're going to talk about. This idea that women don't want good men. Women don't want men that earn 9 to 5 money or clean money or whatever. So it's going to be good this week. So don't miss out. Make sure you let your friends, your cousins, your uncle, your stepmom, and even your grandma know that, hey, it's this girl named Melissa. She likes to talk, and she's on here and she's doing her thing on YouTube, and she really don't be talking about money and sending money or nothing like that. She just wants to talk about it. She just wants to talk and research and everything else. The stickers are good. The super chats are good. Super chats are good, but she enjoys the engagement. So make sure you do that. And as always, I'm definitely doing some research. Listen, Jalen got us busy. So come back on Friday, because there's a few things that he said that I have to definitely research. I want to look up this Colonel. I want to look up the models, the Instagram models. Let me write that down. So Friday's going to be good. And then, of course, I did not bring it up on purpose, because once we get on the 19, we just park and we just stay there. And I want to talk about that on Friday, because these mandates, y'all already know how I feel about these mandates, but also 3 conservative hosts have passed away. No, 3 conservatives, anti everything, leave us alone. They died over the weekend. So I want to talk about that, all of that. Because, and Kid Rock. Oh, y'all, we got some things to get into it. We got some things to get into. So anyway, with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time. If you're new to my channel, you're catching the replay. When does she come on? Oh my goodness. Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm on the 4 o'clock West Coast time. And I put that in wrong. So anyway, 4 o'clock my time here in Arizona, 7 o'clock on the East Coast. That's my time. That's it. So with that being said, y'all be kind to one another. And if you know anything, something jumps off, y'all already know. You know where to find me. You know where to find me. Email me, leave a comment, or go to my community page. Bye-bye.